Why do we go to school? Why do we learn various subjects? Why do we pass examinations and compete with each other for better grades? What does this so-called education mean, and what is it all about? So that's why, if we really look at the Buddhism, if we really look at the Buddhist education system, we can get that answers without going to any universities. We can get these answers within the university of our own mind. So, this is a long speech, you can read yourself. But, just to give a little bit of idea. Buddhist education system is a machine which can transform every human beings from ordinary human, what we call is Puthujana, to become a better human, called Kalyana Jana. And even to better human, Sekapugala, one who educated, and a Sekapugala in the last stage that we don't need to be educated anymore. We are fully educated. So that is the stage of a Buddhist idea, Buddhist education system. When you think of etymologically, it is very interesting. In Pali, the word Sikha, which made up from Sayang Ikha, what means that self-seeing, Sayang, by yourself, understanding by yourself, Saha Ikha, communal understanding, or Sayang or Samma Ikha, which means that right seeing or understanding. Therefore, education or Sikha in Buddhism means learning or experiencing things through self-seeing or seeing together, which are conducive to the righteousness and humanity, which is very close to the education in English, to bring out your humanity outside. I have something around 4 minutes, so I will jump to a conclusion, some kind of idea which I want to share, that what all Buddhist education is all about. I want to put in the very 3 bullet points. If we look at the whole history of Buddhist education, Buddhism through 2,500 years, I can just put it simply as a pre-modern Buddhist education system, which I mean from the way how we develop carry on our education, be a monastic, and mostly, of course, monastic in old age. And then I could say that there's another system which is overlapping in modern days. It's called modern Buddhist education system, which is again overlapped by the extra-modern, what I call this post-modern Buddhist education system. And all these 3 kind of education system overlapping, each other even these days. We have a ancient, sort of a pre-modern Buddhist education system, which will encourage monks and venerables to memorize all the text after text. We can see in Burma that there's venerable monks who can memorize the whole Tipitakas. Nearly 80 volumes of them, by heart. We revere and we respect. We have all in Sri Lanka, in Burma, Tipitaka-acharya, Dharma-acharya, Pali 9, and so great scholars. But one of the disadvantage, the modern education trying to complain is that those revered monks are very good at knowledge. But they can't bring that knowledge to the modern generation because they don't have the modern knowledge. So, new system we introduce called modern Buddhist education. We are trying to bring the old Buddhist university, Buddhist colleges. In Sri Lanka, in Burma, in Thailand, we have many Buddhist colleges and universities trying to work together with the modern secular universities. Like university I'm involving is a government-supported university in Thailand. But what happened? We are trying to bridge the ancient knowledge, the text, and we are trying to bring all the secular knowledge together. But we have a same time, 24 hours. We are bringing a 2 big source of knowledge together. So what happened is that all the graduates from those universities, very few who come very good. Otherwise, we are creating mediocre Buddhist scholars. I don't know whether this is right or wrong, but that is the history we have seen. And now we have another one, it's postmodern. Like in the university in the West, all these modern universities trying to say that Buddhism is a pure academic fantasies. Buddhism is pure academic tools. They are going through, they are studying this and that. And what happened? The first group of ancient Buddhist moderns have a firm faith. The second one is so-so. But the postmodernists that deconstruct everything and they see every Buddhist thing as an object of study and there is no faith at all. It's just an entertainment of education. So, this is briefly, I can put it in a few minutes, of education what's going on. So there is a pro and con if all those education system. My last sort of comment to want to share, I guess that you can read all the things, is that we just came out here just now. Our topic is that promoting, preserving, and protecting. What is all this about? I would say that that is a very thing of Buddhist, hardcore study of Buddhism. Because we are promoting what? We are promoting, basically means that is a Buddha. Buddha means that intellectual understanding. Buddha means that the knowledge. We need to promote not only Lumbini, but we need to promote the whole knowledge of Lumbini. For what? For the enlightenment. To be a Buddha. So I say that promotion is equivalent to the Buddha. Preservation. That is a Dharma indeed. Dharma means what? Dharma means that by etymology it's something that it upholds together. The truth, the absolute truth, which holds together. And how do we do that? That we have to preserve, because if we don't preserve, it destroys. It destroys. And the truth is gone. And it will become not the truth anymore. So preservation of truth is that we have to study, we have to go through all the texts in order to understand ourselves, in order to understand our mind. That is a preservation. It is not only the preservation of Lumbini, but preservation of Lumbini through Dharma preservation. And of course, the last one is protections. Protections, I would say that is equivalent to the Sangha. Sangha means grouping. Sangha means a group, a community, the gathering. And if we don't protect our gathering, if we don't have our security guard, if we don't have all these rules and regulations, of course, this gathering will be chaos. Therefore, protections is that we need to protect our every fragile human mind. We need to protect the community. We need to protect in a way that respecting each other. How do we live together? That is basically Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Panya, wisdom, is the Buddha. Samadhi is the keeping the balance, the preservation, the Dharma. And Sila, the morality, is whole about society. And we are living together as a human being because there is another human being. The whole idea of a Sila is that recognizing and accepting the existence of the other. Compassion. So therefore, please, if you are going to talk about everything in this conference, promoting, preserving, protections is not far away from what we are doing, taking refuge to the Buddha, Dharma, the Sangha, what we are talking about the Sila, Samadhi, and Prajna, and so on. I hope that within these few days we can talk more about it, and then we can be ourselves, the Buddha, ourselves become a Dhamma, ourselves become a Sangha, instead of imposing to each other. Thank you very much.